So Sanjay, let's get started by asking you about the big privatization push of the Modi Sarkar. It's been spoken of for 7+ years now. Finally, we saw some visible concrete signs with the Air India privatization going through. Are you hoping that this is an inflection point of sorts? From here on, the whole privatization push gets a real thrust. Is that what you're hoping for?
Thank you. Thank you, Rahul, and good evening, everyone. I think it is absolutely the inflection point, and more importantly, ideologically, there's a massive shift, which is great. And not to worry about what the opposing sounds are, I think this is a decisive shift. The second big thing about this is the way it has been done. It's a lock, stock, and barrel deal, right? So that makes a big difference when you exit completely. And that's a very important thing because all of the designs of keeping 40%, 30%, keeping this, keeping that doesn't work. So it's a very good model, the way it's been executed, the way it's been run, and the way it's been structured. And I think this is an absolute imperative. We've got to start to monetize some of the public sector companies that do not either make strategic sense or are big dissavers for the nation. It's very, very critical. And we talk of more things, I'm sure. How do you get sustainable growth? You do need resources, and this is one way to get resources. One is to get resources, other is to cut down the negative savings. So I think it's a great move, well-structured, and if this is the kind of model they're going to follow, they'll have a lot more success, I think, from here on.
It's also a politically contentious move, and we've already seen opposition from different political parties, which is only to be expected. Give me a sense of how you think the government should be navigating these privatization waters to be able to ensure that at the end of the next fiscal and building up over the next several months, we're able to see many more deals go through like the one that we saw with Air India.
Well, I'm not from the government, so I don't know how they'll do it, but I would say you need a couple of things for this. One is you need serious bidders. I think you need the right structure like we spoke about. I think you also need participation in the general asset monetization plan from local institutions, insurance companies, pension funds, banks. So when you have local capital and foreign capital as well as private capital from within India, that's how the model succeeds. So I would say, Rahul, that this can be a sustainable model, but you do need local participation from serious people, less controversial, very clean counterparties. And I think, like in all of the countries, privatization can be a big success. And as distinct from asset monetization, which maybe we can talk next, but for privatization, you've got to make sure that there is absolutely no legacy left where people can criticize in the future. So I think this government has done a good job in being extremely cautious on that.